We know you expect more. That's why we showed up to Travel Options to learn what your rights are as a passenger when flying with an airline. Lots of us browse the internet on a daily basis. Many of us type in a website address and immediately begin surfing without thinking about how vulnerable we really are. So how do we know who's watching us and what internet privacy laws are in place to keep us safe? It's been nearly 5 years since tornadoes ripped through these hallways of Henryville High School. Now, the school does say that students will receive a full refund within the next week, but there's no word yet on when they will reschedule that homecoming dance. This local spot's going to have many more events coming up. If you want to check those out, make sure you visit timfaulknergalleryart.com. Reporting on a special assignment from the Tim Faulkner Gallery, I'm Bryce Mansfield. A passenger dragged off a plane because of an overbooked flight, and the airline responsible is now flying through social turbulence. David Dow of Louisville boarded United Airlines Flight 3411 as a doctor and left as a patient.
They dragged him by his arms.
The scene quickly escalating after Dow refused to give up his seat.
It's a humiliating way to take somebody out of the plane.
Other passengers filmed and watched in shock as Dow was forcibly removed from the airplane.
He's bleeding, and he actually looked like he was unconscious.
The video, instantly viral. Critics on social media condemning the airline's actions and questioning why United overbooked the flight in the first place.
And overbooking is not illegal. The airlines do it based on an algorithm.
But what are your rights as a passenger when you're bumped? We asked local travel expert Norma Mauser.
The Department of Transportation sets certain guidelines.
The guidelines include compensation up to $675 for a late arrival on an alternate flight. It doubles if the airline fails to rebook you. So what tips should you keep in mind when booking a flight?
If you're not able to secure a confirmed seat number, you definitely want to do that. And number two, make sure and check in ahead online.
The DOT breaks down what the airline could potentially owe you if you get bumped off a flight. Their link is on wave3.com. Reporting at Stanford Field, Bryce Mansfield, Wave 3 News. The retreat at Louisville is at the center of an investigation after police say one of its residents set her roommate's bed on fire.
A girl came out and she was like, "Oh, it's just a candle, it's just a candle."
That girl is former Miss Kentucky contestant Kristen McAllister.
I didn't see any of the smoke because it was kind of dark out, but they had 3 fire trucks here and I think an EMS.
Police say McAllister was in a heated argument with her roommate and later admitted to setting her roommate's bed on fire.
We were just in my room and we heard the fire alarms going off next door for an extended period of time, and we just thought the house was burning down, so we called 911.
This isn't the first time the retreat has been at the center of investigation. 2 U of L football players and a U of L cheerleader were shot last December at the same housing complex.
When new buildings like this get put up, like the first couple years are kind of a little more rambunctious and they gotta get leveled out after a little bit.
The beauty queen is now facing 20 years or more in prison. Her attorney sent us a statement. Kristen is a very accomplished student and a talented young woman. This is a very difficult time for her and her family. We look forward to getting into the court process to address these allegations. I reached out to the retreat and they declined comment. Reporting off campus, Bryce Mansfield, Wave 3 News. A local restaurant owner opening a new location here in Louisville. That restaurant with customers down the blocks to get a taste of the grand opening.
Bless you. Thank you. Thanks for coming. Good luck.
From cooking at home to opening her first restaurant to becoming a Food Network star, the Seafood Lady is the catch of the town.
The Seafood Lady has made a big splash on Louisville's famous dining scene. The best and all the greatest on this new space. So let's hear it from them.
Nichelle Thurston's new and spacious restaurant location is open for business.
We've been wanting a bigger location for a really long time, and it's come, so we're just trying to work and make it happen.
Mayor Greg Fisher says that she cooks the best seafood, and her customers agree.
She delivers an awesome product. This is good food. This is good eating.
It's like I love it. It's just that good. The seasoning is off the charts.
She serves great food with a side of inspiration to her customers.
That's somebody that I admire and respect.
And her daughter, 11-year-old Zariah, who hopes to follow in her footsteps.
And put my feet in her shoes too and accomplish what she accomplished.
Nichelle's advice to aspiring business owners?
Anybody who lives anywhere, stay positive, keep pushing, it'll happen. As long as you work hard, it'll happen.
A new location and new hours. If you haven't checked it out already, you have to check it out. The information is on wave3.com. Bryce Mansfield, Wave 3 News.